those bills and somehow suddenly change the culture of Washington if you're elected President of the United States.
I wanted to turn to another clip of the debate last night. This is a clip of, well, Senator Obama was asked how he would use past presidents, how specifically he would use, if he would use, George W. Bush.
I'm probably more likely to ask advice of the current president's father than the president himself, because I think that when you look back at George H.W. Bush's foreign policy, it was a wise foreign policy, and how we executed the Gulf War, how we managed the transition out of the Cold War, I think is an example of how we can get bipartisan agreement. I don't think the Democrats have a monopoly on good ideas. I think that there are a lot of thoughtful Republicans out there. The problem is we've been locked in a divided politics for so long that we've stopped listening to each other.
Your response to Barack?
Well, I think it's unfortunate that he continues to make these remarks. He made similar remarks on Larry King Live about a month ago. I think he's romanticizing George Bush Sr.'s presidency and the way that he acquitted himself in the original Iraq War.
The fact that President Bush, that's George H.W. Bush, invaded Panama, Iraq as well. What about Obama's expressed support for him, turning to him?
I just don't understand it. I don't understand how, on the one hand, you can be suggesting that you're really going to engage in a different kind of foreign policy and sort of wax eloquently and romanticize this sort of presidency and what it could offer you in terms of advice. I think it's troubling. Is
there an area of the country you're going to be focusing on?
I'll probably be more on the West. I've got trips planned to New Mexico and Arizona, and that's where I'll start.
The fact that Barack Obama didn't want to have a photo taken of him with Gavin Newsom, afraid, at least as the reports go, concerned about Gavin Newsom's support for gay marriage.
Well, I think that the way we create change, if we're progressives, is that we have the courage to go out and articulate what we believe in, and certainly taking a picture with an elected official, there's just nothing wrong about that. And to want to distance yourself from that, I think says a lot about the lack of courage you have and the unlikeliness of you being able to change Washington.
Matt Gonzalez, I want to thank you for being with us, independent vice presidential candidate on Ralph Nader's ticket. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report.